Hey, what's up, builders? We just got a lot done on the truck, and I cleaned up the garage, and I figured this is a pretty good spot to pause and get everybody caught up on what's been going on with it. The truck sat parked for a couple of months, so the first thing I did was I drove it out of the mud and I gave it a good pressure washing. Once I got the truck washed up and cleaned, I jacked it up and put it on some wheel cribs, get it up in the air and made it a lot easier to work on. While the truck was jacked up, I went ahead and replaced the cab corner patch panels, and I finished the rear of the cab. Also addressed some of the wiring issues that we had leading back to the gas tank. I'll show you these welds. They're pretty ugly, but you can kind of see where it's starting to rust up pretty bad. But I'll finish off. So I'm going to go ahead and get the truck pulled out of the garage after I lower it off the cribs and bring the truck bed in here so I can start working on that. Wanna hop in?
Yeah.
Okay, with the truck bed in the garage, I can start working on putting bracing in there. And all I'm doing is I'm just supporting these horizontal pieces. I'll probably just make some diagonals coming down through here, just to give it a little bit more, strength.
Truck bed.
Yeah, truck bed. I just finished the last of the welds on here. I squirted some OSPO on all the welds, all the rusty areas, and that's gonna cure overnight. And we'll attack this in the morning. So first thing I'll do in the morning, I'll start rinsing all the PHOSPO, all that chemical off of there, and start get ready for paint. Truck bed is dry. It's been a couple of hours since I put the last coat of the oil-based Rust-Oleum on there. I'm gonna roll it in here, flip it over, and get it hooked up to the gantry crane I've got in here, the chain hoist. Next episode, I'm planning on fixing a lot of the Bondo from the previous owner, just scraping all that off. I'd like to get a coat of paint on here, and if you guys could do me a favor, I was fixing to paint the whole I was fixing to paint the whole truck with a rattle can of the Rust-Oleum red oxide. But these are $10 a can, and I got a gallon for about $35. So if you guys could hit me up with how you all would spray that out. I'm looking at some air guns, some spray guns, something cheap that I can cover it. Yeah, an air gun. Just to really make this job a lot easier for me. I don't want to sit there with a brush, and I definitely don't want to spend the money and buy a bunch of these cans. I couldn't tell you how many of these cans it would take to cover up the truck bed, but it took 2 for just the back of the cab, 2 coats of this. So yeah, do me a favor, leave me a link or a comment on how you all would spray this through there if I have to reduce it, because this stuff is pretty thick. But yeah, I want to address all the Bondo, go over all the seams. I mean, this is from the previous owner. You can get your fingernails up underneath this Bondo here. I mean, it just flicks right off, and you can see it's rusty underneath it. I mean, real thick pieces like that. But yeah, that wraps up this video. Episode 15, episode 16. I'll probably finish up the cab and then start doing body work on the bed, and then we'll start working our way forward. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, magnet. Yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.